here, now. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the invisible world of Jeremy Jonz, where all things are possible when you believe. So hang on, here we go. Let's do this. Well, okay. Episode 33, At Last We Meet. Episode 33, But I Want It Now, Part 4. We're going to begin and finish this, Jonz, with the following question. Since the theme is I want it now, then what is the fastest way to get what I want? Isn't that why the whole genre of coaching exists? I mean, you hire a coach so you can get what you want and faster than you would by going solo. I produce these episodes so we can get what we want and faster. So I'm interested in Cliff Notes and AI-enhanced bottom lines and Sports Center highlights. So then, Jonz, without any ado, what is the fastest way? What is the fastest way to get what you want? Too easy. Too easy. The fastest way to get what you want, it's not affirmations, meditation, it's not 6 a.m. yoga, it's not EMDR, it's not microdosing, not taking enhanced journey, not even the Jeremy Jonz podcast or coaching. Don't even need that. Based on what I know today, the fastest way to get what you want right now is to want what you already have. To want what you get. Remember to be careful. To watch your step. Beware of those once upon a time bedtime stories that you're telling yourself. Once I get that deal closing, oh man, I need that money, right? So once I close the deal and straighten out my finances, then I can give to my relationships, be creative and enjoy the journey. Yeah, just once I get that contract, right? Or once I get the graduation, once I get that person in my life, or once I get that person out of my life. Once I get that money, that trip, that grade, that baby, that new client, the new clutch employee, the new airtight succession plan. Whew, what a relief, huh? Because guess then you won't need to wait anymore. The wait is over. You skip all that and you can just want what you have already. It's only after we want what we have, then we can accept it. We can accept to understand it. And when we understand it, we finally see the benefit in it, or a way to change it, or we see a way to leave it. Now we're talking about alchemy, aren't we? Can I get an amen, brother? Amen. Oh, but I want it now, Daddy. Of course you do, Veruca. Veruca, thanks for coming back. Thanks for reminding us. Oh, Veruca Salt. She suffers, doesn't she? Always pained. Not because she doesn't get what she wants. Interestingly, she often does. Thank you, Daddy. She consistently suffers, though, because she doesn't want what she already has. And that's when Veruca's friend, Suffering, tags in, right? The problem is not that we don't get what we want so badly. The problem, meaning the suffering, that happens when we don't want what we already have. So good. I want more money. Send me more money, people. Right? Just a little more. I want to work less, make more. I want to be lit up and I want to work more. I want to work all the time. I want to sell my business. I want to retire. I want to grow my new business. I want to save my business from drowning or save my marriage from drowning, or I want to make that team, the A team, the varsity team. I want to get that job promotion, definitely get the new boat, the scholarship with the full ride, the third house because 2 hardly seems American. After all, this America right here. I want to grow my 501c charity. Looks, that's like, this is charity we're talking about. This is how noble my charity is. I just want to help more people. But I want to help them now, Daddy. But Jonz, will you remember true principles? Blessed is he who doesn't bury what he already has. Do you ever hide what you have? Ever feel like you were shortchanged on your talents? Right? Blessed is he or she, right, who takes what they have. You take your resources, and if we unroll the parable scrolls, remember from the good book, we can call it 5 talents or 10 talents. They are proud of what they have, or at least they appreciate it enough to realize that it is what they have. It's the resources they do have. Remember how the servant with the most ends up with double? In our lexicon, right, we say, the richer get richer. Unto him or her, they will be added even greater. Why is this? I'll tell you if you get your notebook out, because you got your notebook out. This is a good, because lack gains lack, and gain gains gain. Lack gains lack, and gain gains gain. Just like faith gains faith, just like doubt gains doubt. You get the math. Ooh, I like that. Anyway, remember the steward who had the 1 talent from the parable? He didn't think it was enough, right? It's only 1. It's not very special, and it's just 1 coin, 1 customer, 1 book, 1 win, 1 contract. 1 closing. I'm afraid of losing it. The fear frequency. Watch out. Went and hit it. Here in our Veruca vernacular, we could say, she didn't want what she already had, huh? It's never enough. Never. She didn't want the 1 talent, so then the script reads, she lost even what she had, because, that's right, you get it. You're running the podcast now. Let me hand you the microphone, right? Loss gains loss. Write that down again, right? Lack gains lack, and gain gains gain. Do you remember from our surfing mini-series? We have to stop pretending like we know that this or that circumstance is a good wave or a bad wave. On average, half the people that think this wave of a lover's relationship, they get married, they think it's such a good wave, they spend a ton of money, only to bail out off the wave and call it a bad wave. What were they thinking? They get divorced at some point after, right? That stock you bought was such a good wave, right? Ground floor opportunity. But then you lost all your money on it. So then, we say that's a bad wave. This is kind of funny. I put this in the show notes. I was reading some stock market news the other day. And when you follow the stock market, you get sucked into a riptide of all kinds of illusions and wave-by-wave analyses. I read a headline from Citigroup that says, the economy is actually doing better than they thought, and now everything will be okay. There will be a soft landing and no recession. Isn't that great? Remember how a year ago we were supposed to have a major collapse, interest rates doubled? It made me feel hopeful that they said it was going to be a soft landing now. So I went to look up the full article so I could read more about it and get some of this good wave enthusiasm, and I typed it into Google. And instead of finding that article, I found one from last October, a year ago from Citigroup, the same bank. They said, listen, there's going to be a recession, bad wave, watch out by the summer 2023, stressful, buckle up, turbulent. But wait, that didn't end up happening, did it? Or rather, it hasn't. I'm sure someday a recession of sorts is coming. But anyway, which analyst was right? The one this year or the one from last year? You are a regular macroeconomic savant, aren't you? So which one is it? Sometimes we pick the one we want to hear. Selective bias judgment. But the truth is what? Neither are correct. The truth is, we don't know, right? We never will. If we did, we'd have a magic future-telling almanac to our life direction. And if we had that, we'd be like Biff, right, from Back to the Future 2, yeah? And remember how unhappy he was, by the way? So now what? Well, Jonz, just work on your surfing. Surf all the waves. Be a master observer, not a judge. Hold the energy traveling from one shore to another, up and down, up and down. You are the container. You're not the wave. You're the whole ocean, right? Peace when things go right, peace when things go wrong. Like Joseph dodging Potiphar's wife. Right? Avoid the seduction to judge the waves and don't ask for better waves. Just get out of there. Right? The challenge, the ask, the invitation, the opportunity is that we become better surfers. Right? Don't wish it was easier. Instead wish that you were stronger. Wish that you were a better surfer. Jonz. Start relying on your superpowers. You will blow past these little onesie-twosie goals and you'll fly above and beyond into the horizon of your density. Your destiny, Lorraine. The waves are pretty much going to be what they are. Some problem waves, some opportunity waves, some luck waves, right? Some boring waves, some scare your hair out of your head ones, but then some easy ones. I've been at this life stuff for 40 years, and that's pretty much the drill. It's more efficient, bigger payoff, better tail kicks, more actual surfing when you focus on improving your surf skills, not perpetually judging the wave. They are just waves, just a point of disturbance. So you work on what's in your control. You work on how you can handle the wave the best you can. And sure, some of the waves you get to choose, right? But man, some of them, they just come. They just come. Maya Angelou said, you may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide to not be reduced by them. Yeah. Well, if you don't need that one now, it's a good little quote to keep in your back pocket. It will be useful to pull out when you get unexpectedly swept up on a double overhead barrel wave that's about to drop you like a hot pan on a stove. Here we are, good old episode 33. Where should we go with this? Well, how about we just end that one here? So here's the takeaway on episode 33. You go out there and use your talents, your gifts, your superpowers, your resources, whatever you have. If you just have one talent and your friend, oh man, please don't get me started on your friend. You know, the one who just got the new Porsche electric sedan, who just got back from the meditation retreat in Tanzania, which was after the service mission they did to Ethiopia, but before they dropped their kid off to Harvard, right? If you just have the one talent, focus on your talent and not your friend. Focus on that. Focus on what's inside of you. Focus on your invisible world. And where do you want to go? The awfully challenging circumstances around you, it's not the end. It's not the finish. That's just the beginning. You choose how to surf the wave. Instead of this challenging wave reducing you, have it develop you. And look, if you are the one with the 5 talents, right, and you're crushing it, I bet you know someone who has 10 talents and has already doubled the money, their fitness, their brains, their creativity, their passion, their looks, their health, their followers, right? You can always find someone that has more than what you do or something you don't, right? The invitation is the same for all of us, no matter where we are on our journey. So, share what you have. Focus on thinking of ways to win, not on worrying about losing, right? Focus on winning. Focus on where you want to go. So good. That's right. That's today's takeaway. Lack gains lack, and gain gains gain. Go out there and gain and build on whatever you have, because I believe the world needs who you were meant to be. So be it.